Hey Jeff,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm not too bad today.
Good. I hear you got a market update for everybody.
I do. I got to hear some interesting facts last week, so I kind of wanted to share that with our fans here and tell them all about what happened in 2025 and what we kind of expect in 2026. So I've got a few stats here for you. So last year, the national amount of homes we sold in 2025 was 4.1 million across the entire United States, which is interesting because that is the lowest number of homes sold in the United States since 1998. So that's 27 years. That's a long time, isn't it, Susan?
That's a long time.
Very long time if you think about that. Only 4.1 million, which that number sounds like a lot, but for the United States, that was the lowest number since 1998, which is a long time. And the bottom line is we sold a lot less houses across the United States. But interestingly enough, locally, that's where I want to focus because we live in the Columbia, South Carolina market. I'm going to focus on that. Our prices were up about 3% year over year. So up 3% in 2025 over prices in 2024. And what does that mean, Susan?
I don't know.
You don't know. That means it's still, Columbia is a pretty good market to buy in because our prices continued to grow. And that didn't happen all across the country. Our fourth quarter list price to sales price was 97%. So that means that when a seller listed their home, they got about 97% of their asking price, which is still extremely, extremely strong. And the whole why is that happening is kind of simple. It's simple economic principle of supply and demand. We have a low inventory right now, and our demand was still strong enough that our prices are still continuing to grow. So we are not losing ground in terms of pricing. We sold a lot less houses just because of lower demand, but the supply was so low that we are still continuing to grow. Now, what I want to do is focus on 2026, the year that we're in now, because that's kind of fascinating too. And the prediction is that we are going to have about a 14% growth rate year over year, which is huge. 14% is very, very big. So what does that mean for you? It's also going to say at least 3% in price again. So prices are going to go up and we're going to sell a lot more houses. Why, again, is always the question I want to ask. And because there's a lot of pent-up demand. There are a lot of people right now that want to move that have been sitting on their hands for quite a while. A lot of them they bought back when interest rates were 2.5%, 3%. They're sitting on that. And life has now happened where they have to sell. People have been born, people have died, jobs have changed, and their circumstances are they have to move, and they've been waiting. Interest rates shot up to 7%, 8%. They were high. They've come back down. Now interest rates are hovering around 6%. They're going to get a little bit lower, so the market is going to take back off because they have to move. Also, wages are predicted to continue to rise, and inflation is predicted to decline. That's going to help us. I already mentioned interest rates are coming down. And confidence in general. There's been a whole lot of chaos in the last year, and that is people are beginning to settle in and gain a little bit more confidence and just decide, hey, it is what it is, and I've now got to make some decisions and move, and that's what's going on. So what does all this mean for you, Susan? What? You don't know again? What it means is if you're thinking about buying, it's a real good time to do it sooner than later because as interest rates come down, the market demand is going to continue to grow, which means you're going to pay a lot more for your house if you wait 6 months or a year. That same amount of money you're going to spend is going to get you less house in 6 months or a year from now unless you buy right now. Interest rates are going to come down. They're already good, but you're going to have a harder time finding a house. You're going to be in multiple offer type situation and competing and paying more for it because prices are going to go up. What does it mean for you as a seller, Susan? It's a darn good time to list because demand is going up. That means you're going to get more money for your house than you did a year ago. So it's a great time to sit down and talk to Jeff and Susan about buying and selling a house. That's ultimately what it means because it's a good time to be a buyer and it's a good time to be a seller. That's what I got for you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Bye.